Hello, hello, hello. Richard Kirby here at Richard Kirby Realty in Mansfield, Texas. Today, I'm super excited. We've been doing these where we're launching our new brokerage right here in Mansfield, Texas. It's called Kirby. And I'm bringing on the actual reason that I even opened up the brokerage, which is kind of crazy for this young man to just be 18. But he actually brought me out of retirement in real estate, and he decided that he wanted a career in real estate and he wanted to come work with me. So I'm super excited about this particular interview because I've actually known David since he was probably 8 years old. He's been my neighbor and my son's best friend probably for, I guess, 10 years now. So, David, I guess welcome.
Thanks for having me, man. It feels great to be here. No, I love everything about this brokerage, man. The things Kirby instills in us, man, it's amazing. We have a lot of opportunity here, and I'm just very grateful for everything he's gave me. I'm grateful for everything he does for me, man. It's great.
Man, I appreciate you saying that. So I kind of want to start out with this. So, David, obviously, you've been my neighbor, and I would say for at least 10 years now. What made you decide? I remember when Aaron, my son, he came home and he said that David said when he turns 18, he wants to come work for you. So what made you decide that this is something that you wanted to do or that you wanted to come work with me?
Yeah, that's a great question. So my dad, he originally had got his he originally went to college for business, and he wanted to be a real estate agent. So I thought that was real cool. And him just telling me as a little kid that helping people with the biggest purchase of their life is amazing. And I just thought that would be really cool to do something like that. So ever since he was talking to me about that as a little kid, and then Aaron came and told me you were going to school for your broker's license, I was like, oh man, that's the perfect opportunity right there.
Gotcha. Okay. And so is it just your relationship with your dad and kind of what he taught you? Is that what made you say real estate is a career that you're interested in?
I would say a little bit, but it was mainly also my decision because, I don't want him to be making the decisions for me.
Gotcha.
So I did a little bit of research myself too, and I just thought that would be the right career path for me because I've always liked talking to people, building relationships. I always thought that would be something of interest to me. So I decided to go ahead and get in front of you, and here we are.
Man, that's super exciting. And I mean, I know even probably listening to him. David, tell us, how old are you, man?
Man, I'm 18.
18.
Big 18.
And how long have you been a licensed realtor now?
Only for a few weeks now. But
couple weeks.
Yeah, I've been in real estate for about a year now, though.
So already got a year in the business, actually probably a little bit more than a year in the business. Obviously, you can't get licensed till you're 18, so I know you was chopping at the bit. Just turned 18 in December. Got licensed in February just as soon as he possibly could, man. So we're super excited. I know that you've spent some time in our brokerage and also, with Chad Smith and maybe some of the other people. Tell me some of the things that you've picked up on or some things that you want to share with your audience on how you're going to be able to help them in the future.
Yeah, that's a great question. So, Chad Smith, he offers us a lot of value. That's where I really learned my main scripting. But what really got me started in scripting was the LP Mama, what you were teaching me. I feel like that's a great structure to start off with talking to people. I mean, it just gives you structure to know where to go in the conversation instead of just being lost and letting them turn the conversation over, because the person who asks questions is always in charge. So,
Absolutely.
So if they're just constantly asking you questions, just firing pop, 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 and you don't know what to say, then you're not going to know where to go. So I feel like that was a big thing to help me with my scripting. And another thing is just, putting the time and the effort in, because you're never going to master something unless you're doing practice and practice. So one of the big things for me is sacrificing. So I sacrificed, some of my time to, put more time into real estate just to be where I am today. And I feel like that's really helped me get where I am.
Let's talk about that, Dave. Let's talk about what are some of the things, because I know what most 16, 17, 18-year-old kids are doing. They're playing video games, they're going out with friends or doing whatever. So tell me some of the things that you've sacrificed in order to put yourself in position to be successful now.
So the main thing I sacrificed was probably, playing the games, because, what is the game going to do for you in the long run? Like, I mean, only playing the game, I mean, it's fun, but then whenever you become an adult and you see all your friends, how much they've grown, and you're just like, I was just playing the game. It's not going to be that fun anymore. So, and then another thing I definitely sacrificed was going out with my friends. I mean, that's definitely fun, but there's always time for that. So, that was one of the big things as well, because, going out for like, you spend the whole day out with your friends, that's like 9-10 hours. And then you're like, where did the day go? And,
what did we get accomplished?
Yeah.
But one thing that I do push, you and my son, is that, you have enough time to be an adult. So I'm always going to want you guys to make sure that you're having fun while you can have fun. But I love the way that you guys have prioritized your real estate career, and you already understand where it is that you're looking to go. So talk to me a little bit, David, about what do you know about this market, man? What kind of market we're in? You're coming into a market that, even I've never seen before. I've been in a buyer's market. I've been in a seller's market. But what kind of market would you say that we're in now?
Well, right now, it's easy to say we're in an extreme seller's market. And basically what that means is there's less than 6 months of inventory right now. I mean, we've kind of seen inventory going back up. It's around 0.6 or 0.8. I had just checked this morning. It looks like it's starting to go back up a little bit. But, 0.6, 0.8, that's only a few weeks of inventory. That's not even a full month of inventory. And, that's crazy just to see how real estate has came. I mean, looking a few years back, there was like 3, 4, 5 months of inventory, and now it's like, where'd the inventory go?
Man, that's so good that you even understand that. So how can you help a buyer in this market, David? What are some things that you would recommend that they do, because it's an extreme seller's market like it is?
Yeah, that's a great question. So probably getting pre-qualified and seeing what you could really afford in this market is probably one of the first things to do, just to understand. Because, I mean, if you're looking at houses like 600,000-700,000, but you get pre-approved for 400,000, that's a hard conversation to have with somebody. And, even so, a lot of realtors say there's nothing on the market, but we never say that. That's very negative.
That's right.
We have, amazing strategies to help find off-market properties. We call it the 7-point plan. And we just, we always hammer that, you don't want to say we can't find you anything. That's not what good realtors do. I mean, all agents aren't created equally.
That's right, David. All agents are created equally, man. I love the way you said that. Well, Dave, man, we didn't want to keep you long. I think we've already kind of introduced you to the world, and I know they're going to be super impressed the way that we are. I love your work ethic. I love the way that you're studying, doing the things that you need to do, not just while you're here at the office, but I know you're doing it at home too. Dave, before we let you go, what are some of the books that you've picked up on in the last year that you think that has kind of helped you in your development?
That's also a good question. So, I mean, I like to listen to the books. I feel like listening to it, I like to work out and listen to books. I feel like it makes the brain think at a different wavelength. So some of the books I listen to are the good ones for starting off are Think and Grow Rich, Cash Flow Quadrant. A lot of books by Robert Kiyosaki are really good. Outwitting the Devil, How to Win Friends and Influence People. That's a really good one right there.
Good.
That's those are the top ones right there.
Okay. No,
I don't want to overwhelm everybody.
No, that's good, man, that you picked those books up. I'm going to ask you a question, and the reason I'm going to ask you one more question is because when I ask you this question, I want to hear you say, that's a good question also. Did you notice that he says that to me every time? I appreciate that, Dave, that you like the questions that I ask you. So I'm going to ask you, man, what are you excited about when it pertains to your real estate career? Do you see yourself being an agent? Do you see yourself being an investor? What do you see yourself in the next 5 years as far as your real estate career? Now say it.
That was a wonderful question. See how I switched it up?
Okay, gotcha. Good job.
Yeah, but well, you got to start somewhere. There's levels to this. Like
That's
there's
right.
levels in everything. So I want to start off as an agent and work my way up to the investor role, and get doors and kind of move over to a little bit of commercial real estate. Because I mean, over 4 doors is considered commercial real estate. So, move over to commercial, and, I just want to see where I am in 5 years and how much I really came. Because as you can see, I'm 18 and, I'm already putting the work in.
Yes, sir, man. So we got to keep you focused, man, stay grounded, man. But you've done an amazing job to this point, building your foundation, keeping your structure right. So anyway, this is Richard Kirby. We're here at our brokerage here in Mansfield. David is 18 years old. This is our new passion here. We have, I guess, three 18-year-olds and a 20-year-old. So we're super passionate about teaching our youth how to buy, sell, and invest, but also how to sell real estate and understand the real estate market. So we're looking to grow our brokerage. If you know somebody that you think could be as sharp as David, then send them our way and we will definitely work with them. But anyway, thanks for tuning in, and we will see you soon with another agent.